Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rakakwadash Ma'amat. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and the elders. Double honors to my elders as well, Harawan, Mayasha Allah, the Lions Den Camp. Salutations to the fellow Akim, our wife and children that believe in truth and sincerity. It's your brother, I thank Ya Allah. Back to you another lesson. And Yaharatazah is edifying. As you can see the title, it says, World Largest Small Town offering $10,000 for people to move there. And it just was the hypocrisy I had saw just reading the article, or as I saw it yesterday over the internet, just at the plantation or whatever. As it says, it's, as you can see under the picture, it says Tulsa, Oklahoma. And this is the niggardness of Esau, all right? The hypocrisy of Esau, the wickedness of Esau. All right, as if you know of a little bit of the history of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Esau bombed it. All right, as Jake had his own establishment, his own community, his own schools. It was labeled Black Wall Street, a city that has nicknamed itself the world's largest small town, is offering outsiders $10,000 to pick up their lives and move and work there. Tulsa, which is Oklahoma's second largest city, is enticing flexible American workers with money. Hi, remote workers looking for a new start, states the Tulsa Remote Program website. We offer a $10,000 grant to help you make Tulsa your new headquarters and your new home. The program supports the rebuilding and fostering a thriving remote work community in Tulsa and offering resources to help newcomers thrive, as well as an active and supportive community. Well, that's what Jake was doing up there in that region, all right, of Tulsa, Oklahoma, back in 1920s or somewhere along those lines, back in the times, all right, where they labeled it Black Wall Street. Jake had their own banks, their own schools, all right, but Esau couldn't stomach that, This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were their drawn swords. Right? So he put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him, man. Look what he did to the Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right? He put treaties together and he broke every treaty except for the taking of the land. All right. Look how he set up the patent office. He stills, he waits on everybody to be creative and be endeavors, and he comes with his paperwork. All right. Which ultimately started in the Roman Empire to, quote unquote, his patent office to come and steal your ideas or steal your inventions or just kill you outright for it. All right, he's the true niggard, as the scriptures refer to it as, all right, as he acts niggardly. Just going back to the article, well, that's pretty much enough on that. They're giving an incentive of $10,000 for people to move there, but they're not even going to give the people like the money up front. As it says here, selected applicants will be required to go through a 30-minute English language virtual interview with program staff and pass a background check and income verification. The $10,000 grant will be provided through monthly disbursements to renters and home buyers or as a lump sum after purchasing a qualifying home. More than 2,500 remote workers have already moved to Tulsa according to the program. All right, so it's a lot of people that's running to go down to Egypt for help. All right, as the scriptures say, what a gift destroyeth the heart. All right, this devil always have some type of sinister plan, to entrap our people. All right, that's why the scriptures refer to him as the fowler. He lays snares. Snares, a trap, a gin. But just going into the history, and let's line up the time of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I wanted to bring that up and read a little bit on that. It says, Tulsa Race Massacre. It says the Tulsa Race Massacre, also known as the Tulsa Race Riot or the Black Wall Street Massacre, was a 2-day-long white supremacist terrorist massacre that took between, all right, and we know they're not white, that's a social construct, all right, but they're the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. They're the nation of Edom, all right, they're really red as a distinction, all right, but, you can have Edomites that look like Jake as well, all right. Color is a distinction, as is not everything, okay. But it's a spirit that when it comes down to in your lineage, all right, who your father's father was, all right, because that you are of that stock, you are of that seed, that pedigree. But the massacre, it took place, all right, between May 31st and June 1st, 1921, when mobs of Edomite residents, some of whom had been appointed as deputies and armed by city government officials, right? And that's the same thing they do today, all right? They have their secret societies, their clansmen, and things like that who are sitting as judges, all right, sheriffs, deputies, all right, to show that what we're still in bondage, we're still in slavery, we're still in captivity, we're still under the the persecution of Esau, Edom, and the other heathen nations, all right, pertaining to Psalms 83. They're taking crafty counsel of trying to cut us off of being a nation, all right, but the Lord is continuing to increase, all right, and seal the elect as they're going, to set a new world order and being hoodwinked, all right, ultimately being foolish, all right, mad, by taking the bait of the Lord, man. They're all, Esau is caught, and so is these heathen nations for dealing with Esau to a certain extent. But it says they attacked black residents and destroyed homes and businesses of the Greenwood district in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The event is considered one of the most incidents of racial violence in American history. The attackers burned and destroyed more than 35 square blocks of the neighborhood. At the time of the wealthiest black communities in the United States, it was known as Black Wall Street, all right? And it's videos on, the people who are still living at the time. I don't know if there still are now, but a couple years ago, to where the lady was speaking on how she saw a bomb got dropped, all right? They dropped a mini TNT or explosive, all right? And you say here, when it says deaths, it says total dead and displaced unknown. But then you have records saying 36 total, 26 so-called Jakes, and 10 Edomites. But then it says 150 to 200 Jakes to 50 Edomites. Estimated by W.F. White. 39 confirmed dead, 26 Jakes, one still, and 13 Edomites. Just trying to make it look and sound like believable. One still, you know what I'm saying? 75 to 100. I guess one person female was pregnant or something. 75 to 100 to 150 to 300 estimate in total. 2001 commission. So they lie, and that's all they do. When it comes to numbers and things of that nature. But just the hypocrisy of how they destroyed a particular city, from Jake having it and Jake being flourishing, all right, pertaining to what Psalms 83, as we stated, to where now they want to issue out a gift. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, and try to entrap people, all right, pertaining to what the New World Order, because it's all about control, all right. They're gonna set up. They're gonna know how your income, your job, your wages, all right, where you stay, all right, probably in, they already have smart cities in certain cities set up, so on and so forth. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. I get to the point. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart, man, right? It'll make a wise man mad, all right, meaning foolish. And then you'll go and accept this gift from this damn devil and be stained, All right. A gift destroyeth the heart, man. A gift ultimately going to destroy your mind. All right. The book of Isaiah chapter 31 states, woe unto them who run to Egypt for help. Right, because it's titled "Help Not in Egypt, but in Yahweh." All right, in the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, right, and the horse represents power, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, right? You see the fleshly things. You see how this place operates from a worldly sense, from a carnal sense. And Esau's the running it. So the people ultimately put their belief and power behind that, all right? You know, giving up their spiritual allegiance to how Esau's running things instead of how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is doing things, learning of him, what he's getting ready to come to do. All right, which is a fearful thing, all right, to fall in the hands of of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, of his judgments. All right, so we have to do the things accordingly before Shiloh come, all right, before out of Shadia come, that demon-like power. All right, so woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, that stay on horses, man. They want to stay on these support systems, these government assistance, all right. You know, they believe in the 401ks. You know, they need the food stamps. They need these particular things to survive. So they go do anything possible to get those things. They go kick the man out of the household. They go put them on child support, whatever the case may be, so they can get these substances, man. That's not of righteousness. That's not what the Lord's dealing with. This is the book of Psalms. So guess what? The Lord got Esau, his whipping stick, setting up traps, all right, setting up snares, all right, for people who love him so much, all right? Because you're going to have those jakes that fall subject to that. Yeah, let's move to Tulsa, Oklahoma, you know, and you'll think they're in good case. But this is Psalms chapter 140. I'll start at verse 1. To the chief musician, the Psalm of David. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, right, in their mind, the la'av. Continually are they gathered together for war, right? This is why the Ephesians speaks on how it's a spiritual battle as well, all right? They physically war in a carnal sense, but they do it, you know, mentally, all right, systematically, prejudicially, you know. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Salah, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings, right? You know, and them having all the information on you and setting up your life, your new life in a new city in Babylon is just ultimately a way he can, you know, overthrow your goings. You know, the Lord's going to do it ultimately. But Esau, he's set up to be the Lord's sword pertaining to Psalms as well. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 31 and verse 24. But against him that is a niggard of his meat, the whole city shall murmur, and the testimonies of his niggardness shall not be doubted off, man, right? That's why the whole city, what the scriptures say, when the wicked man rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. And that's why the whole world mourning right now, complaining, out of wax, you know, looking at the inflation, you know, trying to figure out when it ever go get back to normal. It ain't never going to get back to normal. You know, he's a niggard of his meat, you know. The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. He set up over it the basis of men, you know, roughly paraphrasing. Pertaining to Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. That's why Esau, Edom is ruling. Pertaining to Job 9 and 24. They're the basis of men. All right. The lowly, the lowest of any nation. All right. But they're ruling right now. As the scriptures say, we shall see servants upon horses. All right. Well, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 14 and verse. I'll start verse 3. Riches are not comely for a niggard, right? Because Esau is the real niggard. All right. He acts niggardly. And what should an envious man do with money, right? What an envious man go do with it? Nothing. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing with it, man. Look how Esau, Edom, they don't even deal with real money anymore. They've been so mischievous and deceptive. All right. When real money is gold and silver, they don't even have real money. They was in such greed, having power, all right, through deceivableness and carnality by dropping the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, all right, having these nations give allegiance to the beast, all right, putting up that false promissory note, again, the unclean spirits that came out of the mouth like frogs, pertaining to Revelations chapter 16, verse 13, all right, to where they've been mischievous around the four corners of the earth by their demonocracy and hoodwinking these other nations. All right, they don't even deal with real money, which is gold and silver. They hate the children of Israel so much, pertaining to Psalms 83, that they co-conspired. They're co-conspiring to cut us off from being a nation with these other heathen nations, that they don't even see their demise. They don't even see that they're bound and also caught, as the scriptures say. They're playing with fake fiat currency. You know what I'm saying? When real money is gold and silver, as after the Nixon shock. All right, and that's ultimately a part of their demise as well. The Lord bringing Esau, Edom down, his currency, his system. So what could an envious man do with money? He's envy of the children of Israel. So look what he's done throughout the four corners of the earth, man. This Proverbs 6. he go steal it and sell it back to you. This Proverbs 6 and 31. But if he be found, Salakia, I read up. Verse 30. Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house, man. That's what he's go get ready to do. He's basically caught, and through lessons and epistles, us, giving our testimony, Yahweh Tazah, we're part of that number, those who listening and learning. All right, this truth has entered in the gates of the nobles. According to Matthew 24 and 14, this gospel of truth shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. All right, we're reading him his rights, as the apostles like to go into, and the Lord ultimately go come and give him his judgment. All right, he's caught. We calling him out, giving our testimony, calling him out pertaining to his hypocrisy, like these articles that we just went into. All right, how he's trying to issue out $10,000 for remote workers to move to Tulsa, Oklahoma, after once destroying that place. When Jake was trying to live and be separate, holy, separate, set apart. But again, as the scriptures say, we have to rise and depart, because this is not our rest. All right, but you have these fake Hebrew Israelite camps that want to build communities here in this society. All right, which shows you that this is not our rest, man. Esau's going to wipe that society out if it flourishes, and he'll sell it back to you. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. A remnant will return, because some of our people just going to stay upon this devil. All right, they're going to want to be a part of the system. They like to add on to the noise in Egypt. But it's Isaiah 10 and 20. A remnant will return, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, right? Because they're going to know that this is not our rest. They're going to rise and depart and cling on to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and learn of him to the best of their ability, all right? As much as they can, call upon the true and rightful names, So Isaiah 33 and 6, so knowledge and wisdoms could be the stability of thy times in the day of affliction and the day of destruction, which we're approaching. So this Isaiah 10 and 20, I started from the top again, Salaki. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, right? These are the people who put us in slavery, all right? Again, the slave patrol turned into police, all right? And those same police was policing in betwixt of these cities, all right? They're not going to allow you to flourish. They're going to ultimately bring you down. This is not our rest. And that's what the Lord is going to continue to show our people, all right? Even within Jacob's trouble, that this is not a place to be a part of. All right, so those who are a part of it, he's gonna melt you, as the scriptures say. All right. So we shall no more, Salakia, again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people, Israel, be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness, man. He's going to start off with that remnant to bring back the rest of Israel that's not going to make it. That's going to continue to stay upon this devil, all right? But we're not to stay upon the one that smote us, all right? We are to rise depart, for this is not our rest. And I end off with that. And Yaharatazah, this lesson was edifying. It's the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sore destruction. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people, right? Like Bishop Nathaniel, the IUIC, Chief Ephraim, High Priest Sabak, and Wi-Fi, all these people who try to build communities within the truth, all right, of gaining money from the truth and build communities. And, all that's going to come to naught, man. That's wicked. That's vain, all right? And you don't want to be a prophet of those people trying to add on to Egypt, the work of Egypt, the schools in Egypt, so on and so forth. They want to build schools and communities and things like that, man. This place is done with. But Shalom, Habatah, and DTA, Esau's the real niggard, man. He act niggardly. He'll destroy it or take it from you or steal it to ultimately give it back, sell it back to you. Look what he did to the Native Americans, all right? But Shalom, Habatah, and DTA. And to the next one. And I'm going to end off by giving all praises to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, the Spirit of truth. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right. Shalom, Habatah, DTA, to the next one.